From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 or.
Two right here. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that in.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one to the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey. Go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Winston. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He's checking crap.
Here we go, even. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1. We go set. 70, Indy.
Switch up, switch.
6-6, pull it high.
Lucky.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Hey, Jet.
1st and 10 at the 49.
Blue draw forfeit.
I'm coming after you.
Bravo. Check 5.
On 1st and 10, Vincent, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Past the 20, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't doing nothing today. Go on. Deuce.
To throw again. Vincent. On the crossing route, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go. He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, Vincent. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Hey, zoom.
On first down, Vincent. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Thomas, the intended target. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know they're nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
We got to step it up. Hey, check 24. Check 20. Wait. Flip. 56, right there. 56.
Here's Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike Bartu. I got you. Hustle. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Vincent. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to throw. Vincent. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is the
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 or. Yo. 45, 45. Let's go. 45.
Throwing on first down. Vincent. It's caught. Smith. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Winston now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
36, 36. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Under 10. 10.
From the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Go.
Off play action. Vincent being chased out left. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Eluding the pressure right. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Working out of the gun, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56, Mike, 56.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Winston now from the 50. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Jameis now on first down. Flush to his right. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. From the red zone now, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Vincent. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 1st down throw for Winston. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Flip. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Everyone's got 4 down. Check 24. Check 24.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go now. 30 base. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
On 1st and 10, Vincent. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch. Hey, Wahoo. Where we go? Check. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Vincent. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. To throw is Winston. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From the gun on 3rd down, Vincent. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On first down, Vincent. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Winston now to throw on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check safety, check safety. He's coming. Double up.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Winston to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is born. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Play fake. Winston. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the